Hey everybody, thanks for being here today. Super excited to share this with you. Let me start with this. Most programs that are out there will give you advice, but my program, what we're talking about today, it gives you relief. That's the difference. That's the line, and that's why this life matters. Because if you've been a founder or a business owner for any amount of time, you've already heard 100 different ways to lead better, right? You've tried the frameworks, you've hired help, you've read the books, you maybe even bought some of those courses that are out there, but still, you're tired. And it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's because you've been running a business without a structure that holds you. And that's what we're going to change today. This is live number 2 in our leadership series, and we're going to walk through how Leaders Evolution actually works, what's inside, how it all fits together, and why it's so different from anything else that you've ever joined. Now, by the end of this live, you're going to understand why this isn't just another leadership program. It's an operating system. And once it's installed, everything's going to get lighter. So let's jump right into it. Most of what's sold to founders today is content. It's smart, it's well designed, it's even full of tips. But here's the reality. Advice doesn't create relief. Structure does. And until you install a structure that supports the way that you think, lead, operate, and delegate, your business is going to keep defaulting back right onto you. That's what I built Leaders Evolution to actually fix. Not to teach leadership theory, it's there. Not to turn you into a guru, that might happen, but to give you a real, tangible, applied structure that lets you lead with rhythm and margin. So when Leaders Evolution is actually installed, founders stop asking questions like, what the heck's wrong with my team? Or what am I missing? Or why does it still feel so heavy, right? And they start seeing a business that moves with them instead of moving against them. So let me break it down for you today. Leaders Evolution is made up of 4 integrated but separate systems, each designed to solve a specific kind of leadership drag. And when they're all used together, they transform how your business runs. So let's walk through each one at a really high level, okay? First is Emmy, Empowerment Intelligence. This is your 24/7 decision support partner. No, it is not another ChatGPT knockoff. This is a fully trained AI tool designed specifically for founders, and it's built on almost 1,000 pages of leadership, team, operations, and systems training. It's the first of its kind, and it's a game changer. When you're maxed out, when you're burned out, or when you're stuck in that overthinking cycle, Emmy can give you clarity in seconds. You can ask her things like, how do I give this person feedback without crushing them? Or what should my onboarding checklist include for this specific role? Maybe what's a strong weekly rhythm for a remote team? Or how do I reset my leadership tone without starting all over from scratch? And Emmy's going to give it to you. It'll give you the language, the structure, the rhythm, and the mindset shift that you need to move forward fast. Now, we update and train Emmy every week, for real. It's like having a chief of staff, an ops strategist, a leadership mentor, and a decision filter on call all the time in your pocket. And that's just the first layer. Second is ISTS, the Impact Shift Training Series. If Emmy is the brain, ISTS is the backbone. ISTS is an amazing library of over 325 short tactical trainings across operations, marketing, finance, leadership, culture, hiring, client delivery, and much, much more. Now, each video is 3 to 7 minutes in max, and every single one of them comes with an actual takeaway assignment. And each one fixes something real. It's not just theory. It's more like, hey, here's how you run in a check-in meeting that doesn't waste time. Or here's a system for improving cash flow that your assistant can implement tomorrow. It's really about how to fix a broken delegation in just 30 minutes. Now, ISTS was built for the founder who's way too busy to learn, but also way too smart not to evolve. You don't just sit down and take a course, unless that's the space that you're in. You can use ISTS the same way you'd open a toolbox. Grab the tool that you need, fix the thing, keep building. And that's what's wild, that most members, when they do this, they start saving 5 to 10 hours a week right away because they stop reinventing solutions that already exist. Because an ISTS will give you a playbook that you've been trying to throw together all on your own. Third, WaveMaker. WaveMaker is the empathy-based leadership system. Now, this is where the deeper leadership work actually happens. WaveMaker isn't about becoming more inspiring or charismatic. It's about leading with emotional clarity. It's a library of 105 real leadership traits designed to help you rewire how your team experiences you. So why does that matter? Because teams don't just follow instructions, they follow energy. And if your energy swings between pressure and presence or silence and stress, they can't predict how they're going to respond to you. WaveMaker helps you show up on purpose, and it helps you lead conversations that build trust. It gives you language for feedback that doesn't sting, and it shows you how to hold standards without shutting people down. It builds a leadership tone that is steady, even when you're stretched. This is how you build culture. Not through pizza parties, those are great, but you do it through emotional consistency and clear signals. When I started practicing some of these traits, even just a few, my entire focus shifted. My team started trusting me more. They spoke up more. They even started solving problems without waiting for my go-ahead or my nod, right? This isn't more empty talk. This is function. And WaveMaker makes your leadership more effective without actually changing who you are. Fourth, my favorite, ILS, the Entrepreneurial Leader System. This one changes everything for your team. ILS is how you stop building a team of assistants and start building a team of owners. Owners don't just do what they're told. They think ahead. They lead. They hold weight. And they bring solutions. So ILS trains your team to think like entrepreneurs, people who take full ownership of their lane, their outcomes, their contribution. No more micromanaging, no more repeating yourself over and over again, and no more wondering why your team isn't stepping up. With ILS, they will. And the pressure that used to sit on your back, it starts to spread without losing clarity, excellence, or direction. When a founder and their team both install ILS, everything can change in as quick as 30 days. One founder that I worked with had 2 managers who were so good at execution, but they never made a move without checking with the owner. So we ran them through ILS for just 1 month. And by the end, one redesigned her department's workflow from start to finish, and the other created a brand new hiring rubric right from scratch. Now, neither one of them had to be asked to do that, because that's what team empowerment actually looks like. So those are the 4 pieces, right? EMI for decisional support, ISTS for operational clarity, WaveMaker for emotional leadership, and ILS for empowered teams. But here's the real shift that I want you to understand. This isn't just a great bundle of tools. It is that, but it's a leadership operating system. Because when all 4 are installed together, they don't just improve your business, they change how it actually functions. You stop being the fallback for everything, and you stop chasing consistency. You stop holding it all in your head. Now you're going to lead from structure, from rhythm, and you're going to lead with presence and space. That's what this is all about. Not just learning, but leading differently. Let me tell you when I knew I had to build this. It wasn't when I hit some big revenue goal. It wasn't when the calendar was totally packed with meetings and sales calls. It was the day that my grandson, Joseph, who's been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder level 2, and he has significant speech delays with that, stood at my office door, and he just softly knocked. He didn't call out. He just stood there quietly, waiting. And I knew what he was asking. He was asking for me. Not that distracted me, not that tired me, not that overwhelmed me, me. And I couldn't give it to him because I didn't have margin, because I was the glue in everything that I had built. And my friends, that moment wrecked me because I realized I hadn't built a business that held me. I had built one that needed me in every single crevice just to survive. So that's when I started building a different way. It wasn't with more hustle. It wasn't with more strategy. It was with a structure that set me free. And that's what I'm going to offer to you. Not just advice, real serious relief. So here's what's next. On Monday, I'm walking you through the full structure. No wasted time, just 50 minutes of showing you how this operating system works in the real world. If this live made you excel even a little bit, if you felt seen, if your wheels are starting to turn, if your body is saying, yes, please give me that, then you have to be there on Monday. Because this isn't just about what to do. It's about how to stop carrying it all alone. The webinar I'm going to present on Monday is called The Founder's Glue Trap, and it's for founders who are still holding their business together with their own energy and brilliance while secretly wondering what would happen if they just stopped for even a second. So this is your invitation to stop wondering and start shifting. It's free, it's 50 minutes, and it will change everything. Monday, be there. You don't need more tips. You need a system that thinks with you, a rhythm that supports you, a team that rises beside you, and a leadership presence that reflects your strength, not your stress. That's what Leaders Evolution is. It's not a course, it's a command center. It's coming on Monday. So I'll see you there. Let's build something that breathes, and let's lead from strength. And let's evolve together. See you then.